Namaskaram, ladies and gentlemen. This is CS Sudarshan Nedudad. Hope you are killing it in your studies. So today I'll just take 5 to 10 minutes of your time and clear the biggest doubt that you have in your life. This is one of the biggest problem that all the CS students are actually facing: how to study 12 hours a day. And there is one more topic: how to avoid distractions as well. So the thing is, how to avoid distractions and study 12 hours a day. I've broken it down to first this one, and then I'll talk about the other one: how to avoid distractions. So this is how to study 12 hours a day. Guys, let me tell you, there is one big problem that students are not understanding. There are actually two types of students. If you go to any video on YouTube and see how to study 12 hours a day, or something like that, how to study, how to stay disciplined, they'll give you an approach like this one, a time bounded approach, where a schedule like this, you would have definitely heard like schedule similar to this, like wake up and sleep time may change, but something like a 2 hour or 3 hour study block, 3 hour, 2 to 3 hour study block will definitely be there. And you take breaks will be definitely fixed here. That schedule will never work for some category of students. I'll tell you why. Because actually there are two types of students. You have to understand this, and you have to understand which category you belong to, and then pick the time schedule according to your type. That is what you have to understand. Just stay for 10 minutes and your biggest confusion will be clarified, and because of which you can clear CA in the next attempts that you are writing. Because this is very important, because you have to clear CA, you have to study. To study, you have to avoid distractions and study 12 hours a day. For that, you have to understand which category you belong to and then pick the schedule accordingly. I'll tell you. So the first is two types of students. First is a super disciplined student who is actually time oriented, who can focus, who are super disciplined, who have laser sharp focus, and who is time oriented, who can work on a time oriented basis, who can fix their study slots, come to the wake up, sit and study at that study slot, and take fixed breaks itself. They're happy that way, because they work on a reward system mechanism basis. They can study if they study for 2 hours, then they take break for 30 minutes, come back, study for 2 hours. They're super disciplined and they are enjoying that, and for them that schedule is the best, because that's actually working for them. And if you belong to that category, you are so happy following such kind of a schedule, a fixed schedule like this one, and you're so happy doing that, bro, let me tell you, you have got this, because you are the best. Because this is the best schedule, discipline time approach. And if you can follow that, I'll tell you one thing: there are pros. Great discipline, you'll have a great discipline, you have proper time management, managing things under that proper time is a very good skill. But that is one thing. Then there are certain cons for this. Cons in the sense, before saying the cons, let me tell you, if you're a student who can follow this, bro, you are the best. You don't have to worry about the cons, because you are doing it great. You can just shut down the video right here and go, because you are the best. But I'll tell about the con, and con is only for the students who cannot follow this timetable, because I was someone who cannot follow that timetable. Then I'll tell you why. Now it's for the other category of students who cannot follow a fixed timetable. And guys, it's for you. You have to listen to this video, because this is not basically for students who can follow that. If you can follow that, the earlier timetable, go with this, go with that. That is the best thing. Nothing much better than that. This is for the other category of students like me. I cannot follow that. I'll tell you why. If you're someone who cannot follow that schedule, now it's our time. We are going to talk, because I cannot follow a fixed schedule like that. I can follow a fixed schedule on different thing, but not for study. I cannot follow that. So if you are someone in that category, I'll tell you why. And we have got a solution as well. We have got a solution, because we also want to clear CA, right? We cannot operate on a fixed schedule. So, but there are ways to do that. I'll tell you why. And there is only one way. If you cannot operate on that one fixed schedule, then there is only one way to clear CA. And I'll tell you that. Imagine you are a student who have taken that kind of a fixed schedule, and you cannot follow that schedule. Why can't you follow that schedule? Have you thought about that? Why? It may be different for different students. I'll tell about my experience. This is personally my opinion. Don't consider this as an advice. You have to listen to this video completely and then decide and take a call upon yourself, because you guys watching this are at least 18 and above. You know what is good and bad for you. So I'm not giving this video is not an advice for you. It's just like my opinion and my suggestion on this matter. Yeah, look at this. Cons is that if you fixed a timetable like this, for me, I'll tell you, for me, when I was studying on a fixed timetable, the problem was, if I sit and start studying for 2 hours, and the first 10 to 15 minutes itself, my brain will be like, oh, to get breaks, I have to sit for another 1.5 hours to study, then only I'll get a break. my brain is always focusing on to get that breaks. I cannot handle that. Studying becomes a horrible task for me because I fix that break. I can take break only in that time, and that was a very big problem for me because and after studying in that schedule for like 1 or 2 weeks, it's just like studying is a horrible task and break is a very enjoyable task. It was like that for me. I was always looking forward to get take more breaks, and I was sitting and studying only to finish off the time. There was no quality in my studying. And then I was like, I cannot clear CA by doing that, right? If you're looking forward to breaks, you're studying just to complete that time rather than getting the quality in, then that schedule is not for you, bro. Don't try to like do something which you cannot do. Staying disciplined is good. If you have like 5 months there to exam leave, then go with that schedule and try it for like 1 or 2 months whether it's fitting for you. After that. But for me, it was completely different. I'll tell you about the second schedule, and this is only for students who cannot follow the first schedule. If you can follow the first, I'm saying this again and again and again. If you can follow the first schedule, go with. If you can follow and happy are following, not frustrated, then follow that. And this is for the other students who cannot follow the fixed timetable. Understand this. To clear CA, you have to have two things. Number one, if there is a no why, you have to know why you want to clear CA. That is the first thing, because just listen to this video for like 5 minutes. I'm slowly talking because I want you guys to understand this. First, know your why. Why do you want to clear CA? If you get an answer, maybe it's like a very simple answer. Sometimes you have started a course, you have like started CA, and your mindset is like, I've started something, I have to get it done. That's your why. Done. Enough. Or sometimes I want to make my parents proud. Or you may belong to a very middle class or a poor family, and CA is your only way out. So these are all your whys. Just sit, take a piece of paper and write your why, define your why properly. So once you get why are you doing CA, now you know the importance. Why you should clear CA in the next coming attempts, right? Then it becomes an obsession. You have to make that an obsession. This is what I'm telling you. If you cannot follow a timetable like that, then you have to become obsessed. I'll tell you why. Because if you get obsessed about clearing CA, for you, eat, study, and sleep, this is the only thing that you have got. This will be the only thing that you've got in this timetable that I'm saying. It's not a timetable. It's just like you wake up in the morning like 6 a.m. From 6 a.m. to night 10 p.m. is your study schedule, and after 10 p.m. you sleep. Taking breaks. Now you may think like when to take breaks. Bro, let me tell you, if you have an obsessive mindset, to clear CA, for example, just imagine, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you an example. For example, imagine Cristiano Ronaldo. He is a super disciplined guy. You guys know that. But for him, rather than his discipline is not what makes a person really big. It is not about the discipline. I believe in this. You have to have the discipline, but before discipline, you have to have the obsessive mindset. You have to know your vision, where you wanted to go and why you wanted to reach there. You have to have that vision in your head mentally very clear. Once you have that vision in your head, then, bro, nobody can stop you. Because for you, then discipline automatically will come in because you have to reach there. You know you have to reach there. For you, discipline will come in. No problem in that. Like Ronaldo knew that he have to become the world's #1 player. And that is his end goal. His vision is there. That is his obsession. He's obsessed about getting that. And to get that, he'll take whatever path is there to follow. Have you ever thought, like playing football, like if he have to become the biggest player, he have to train and play football, right? And for doing that, for him is like obsession. He'll do that, whatever it is. So that is how you also wanted to do. You have to have that very clear obsessive mindset that you wanted to clear CA. Once you have that obsession, then bro, timing and fixing breaks and nothing is needed. Because I am saying this from my experience. I'll tell you how I study. And this is how I want you guys also to study if you cannot belong to the first category. Because there is no fixed schedule to study. If someone, your seniors or someone is telling you have to follow a fixed schedule like this and you have to only take breaks in this fixed within, it's complete crap. It works for certain people, like 80% of the people works, but if you belong to the second category, it will never work for you. Understand your why, get obsessed about clearing CA, then no matter what, you will get it done. I'll tell you my schedule, then you will have an understanding. Because through that schedule, I'll explain how you can also follow that. I am a night owl, and I'm not telling you have to become a night owl. You can be a night owl or an early morning person, whatever it is comfortable. Just for an understanding, I'm saying. I normally sleep at around like 5 a.m., 4:35 a.m., 6 a.m. in the morning because I live in such kind of a city where I cannot study in the daytime. And for me, studying night is the best. So I sleep at around 4, 5 in the morning. I wake up around like 10, 11 in the morning. I only sleep for like 5 to 6 hours, and I'm not advising you to do that. But for me, that works. And like my DNA or something is like that, I don't know. So I wake around like around 10, 11 morning in the morning. Wake time is fixed. Around 10 to 11 in between, I'll wake up. The moment I'm not frustrating about all these things like wake up, when to study, nothing. I'm not frustrating about anything. For me, the only thing is I have to study. Because, bro, don't complicate it too much. What is your end goal? You have to clear examination in the next attempt. It's only that. For that, you don't have to complicate like I have to follow a timetable like this because understand this one thing that I'm telling you. You have made a lot of sacrifices to sit and study at least, to isolate yourself from your friends who are not doing CA, and to sit for 2 months of study leave and clear 2 to 5, 6. I don't know whatever the months you are sitting. Imagine it's like 3 months of study leave, sacrificing everything. That itself requires a hell lot of willpower. And in that willpower, you are also putting in time blocks in that willpower. So to follow the time blocks, you have to put in another willpower. This is what makes studying frustrating. Two set of willpower you are exerting. First is you are staying away from all your friends and getting isolated. For that you need one willpower for sacrifices. Then in that isolated zone, you're putting like breaks, blocks to study, take breaks. I can only do like you're fitting. You're mentally micromanaging yourself too much. Don't do it. If you can follow that, do it. But if you cannot, don't do it. No problem in that. Because what is your end goal? Your end goal is only to clear CA examination, right? So to get there, you have to identify what is the path. What is the path? Only studying is the path. There, because nobody says you have to study for like in this kind of a block to clear CA. No, you just have to study what's in the books, write it in the examination, and gets done. Make it simple. That is, the route is like very clear. So the moment I wake up, I'll just come to this my table. I have this flask and a cup of the cup and a coffee, instant coffee powder there. I'll fit in, I'll start drinking, I'll start studying for the next 2-3 hours. There is no fixed time. If I study for like 1 hour, 1.5 hour, if I get tired, I'll take a break. I'll come then. But whenever I'm taking a break, because I am obsessed about clearing CA, and whenever I'm taking a break, I have this in the back of my mindset that I have to come back and study because I operate on a daily target, because there is no timetable for me. So here in this study schedule, you have to operate on a daily target. Here you will have daily fixed targets will be there. Fixed daily targets will be there. Like if there is 5 days to complete auditing, it will be like 2 chapters a day. Like fixed targets will be there. For me, like the only thing is that I have to finish the targets and move. That's it. Every single day, whatever target is there, I'll study, I'll finish it and sleep. This is the only thing. I don't care about what time it will take. When it will study. No, it is nothing like that. One day it's written on the board that I have a board here, and it's written on the board that these are the 2 chapters that you have to cover. By hook or crook, I'll cover it at the end of the day. Timing doesn't matter. So by that, if you can finish it before, sometimes you may get like a few minutes of extra breaks in here and there. No fixed time for breaks. Whenever you feel tired, go take a break. But whenever you're taking a break, it will be there in the back of your mind that you have a daily target to finish. If your breaks get extended, you cannot finish the target. So you'll come back, because that is that mental responsibility you have to take. So following this schedule is not that easy, because I told you, because you have a very obsessive mindset and you are very super responsible for the daily targets that you have to kept. Only if you have an obsessive mindset, and you should be responsible for the daily targets that you have to kept, and you should be responsible that you'll finish the target at the end of the day. Then only you'll sleep. Whatever the time is taken for that, I just don't care. If sleep is sacrificed. Like if your target is not finished at the end of the day, rule out your sleep for 1 or 2 hours and finish the target and sleep, just like that. This is how I used to do it. I just don't care about anything else rather than studying, finishing the daily targets and sleeping. That's it. And breaks, whenever I feel tired, I take breaks. Then there are certain other things that you have to understand, like what to do in breaks. Like for me, what I used to do was, I am completely detached from the world. When I'm studying for 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, I'm completely detached from the world. Nobody can get me on a phone, WhatsApp or nothing. Nobody can get. This is how I used to do it. And I'll make a separate video on how you can do it. And whenever you're taking a break, so for me, there was no Instagram, no WhatsApp. I used mobile, but it was on a flight mode. I use it like on a Wi-Fi. I watch YouTube and Telegram are the only apps that I use. And in Telegram also, I had a very different mobile number, so nobody or friends of me can like connect through it. I use that only to get into like Telegram groups to get CA notes or something like that. And YouTube was the only library that I have. I had like certain channels and podcasts that I watch daily. Whenever I feel tired, I'll go to YouTube, watch it like for 10, 20, 30 minutes or whatever. I just don't know. Whenever I'm feeling happy, because I am obsessed, I have the responsibility that I have to clear CA in this attempt. So because I am obsessed, I'll get it done. I'll come back from the breaks. If my break is extended for more, sometimes it may happen like completely I'm tired. If a break is extended for more than 20 minutes, no problem, bro. Just take your break. Then just feel happy and come back and study. That's it. You have the responsibility within you. You have to complete the daily target. That is the only responsibility that you have. If your break is like more than 1 hour, still doesn't matter. If you finish the daily target at the end of the day, no problem in that. That's the only thing you have to do. So there is nothing like you have to follow a very fixed schedule to clear CA. No, if you can follow that, that is the best. But if you cannot follow that, then try like this also. Because if you cannot follow that and you're trying so hard to do that, why? Instead of just get flexible, just whatever I've told you, your only aim is to clear CA. You have to study. To study, don't micromanage stuff too much. Know your why, get obsessed and start studying. Done. It's just like that. So I've told you here, obsessive mindset is the number one thing that you need to get a flexible schedule. Then you have to enjoy the process. This is another thing that I have to say. So how it will work is that, for example, if I start studying FR, accounts in CA enter, just like that, final in FR, how it works for me is that I start studying, I take a concept. If there is like, for example, if it's like share-based payment, like amalgamation, imagine amalgamation of partnership accounts or something, I'll start studying about all the formats, I'll start doing all the questions, and I'm like just enjoying the process. I'm not focusing on a time-bound manner. I'm just studying. Efficiency is what matters. Here I'm not focused about the time, because the problem is that students who cannot follow the disciplined timeline approach, when they're sitting and doing the problem, they look at the clock. Oh my God, 1.5 hours is left. Only 1.5 hours is left. I have to do this in that 1.5. Then I can take a break. They're constantly looking at the time. Bro, your focus is losing. You focus on this one. Studying, getting things into your head, efficiency. That is ultimately what matters. It's not about how much time you have sit or not. It's your efficiency. This is what matters. So just try this approach like for 1 or 2 days. If the other approach is not following you, know your why, get obsessed. In short, know your why, get obsessed. Plan the daily targets. Plan daily targets for 5 days. Pick one subject, plan daily targets for 5 days and start studying like this. Keep all the micromanaging, like fixed breaks away. Just stay calm and relax. Wake up, fix every wake up and sleep time around like 130 minutes to 1 hour, can vary, no problem. Then aram se wake up, start studying. Try to enjoy the process of studying. You don't have to fix the time. Just keep your mobile phone outside a room or separate somewhere you're studying. Just start enjoying the process and studying. Whatever time it's take, no problem. You have to like understand the concepts, move. And like for the Jan 25 students, it's like only 20 months are there. You have to move a bit fast. You cannot sit and learn concepts too much, but still, rather than micromanaging the breaks, just try to follow this one. I don't know whether you have got what I meant or not. It is a bit confusing to explain this stuff, the obsessive mindset. And after like recording this video, I'll hear it. And if there is something that is missing, I'll write it down in the, I'll pin down in the description box or the comment box. I'll pin it down. Please forgive me for that, because there is because I don't take a video on a script basis. I like randomly talk out of my mouth, so I don't have a script. This is something that I've written. This the pointers are there, so if I've missed something, I'll write it down in the comment box. And how to avoid distractions and focus. This is one thing, how to avoid distraction and focus. I think the video is like bit more than like 15, oh my God, it's like 20 minutes, a huge video. So I'll make this video on a separate thing, like Insta, WhatsApp, do separate. I'll make a separate video on this. So that's it, guys. Hope you understood a valuable lesson from this video. And now I want you to, if you are someone who has listened till the end, congratulations for that, because you have got a really good attention span. And that's it. And just fix which one will work for you, which timetable, which will work for you to study 12 hours a day. And if you are someone who has decided to take the obsessive mindset approach, then please comment it down that I am obsessed to clear Jan 25 or whatever your attempt is. I'm obsessed to clear CA in Jan 25. If your attempt is Jan 25, it's May 25, like that. I'm obsessed to clear May 25. Make it as your pledge, write it down on your board and clear it your why and get it done. That's it. We have to show that maturity. We are not kids anymore. We are going to become a chartered accountant. So we don't want the small timetables to, direct us. We should have that strong mentality to get it done, bro. We should be responsible. We should be matured enough. We should be responsible and we should be matured enough to work towards our goal to get it done. Nobody is going to help us. You will be alone. You have to work for your own things in life. And great things takes time as well. No problem in that. We'll make videos on everything. So that's it, guys. I don't want to make this video more. I value your time very much. So, and this was a topic which needed a bit of explanation. That is the reason why I've uploaded 20 minutes of video. But future onwards, the video I'll make it below 10 minutes. So that's it. Stay subscribed, and I want you guys to subscribe to the channel because this is a new channel and you support me and I support you back, because that is how it works. We all want to grow together. So that's it. Happy learning from my side, and bye bye. Unstoppable today and unstoppable forever. Keep this thing in your mind. Obsessive mindset.